Oh, it's such an iconic scene from the movie Home Alone. I'm totally into this. Rob and Lizz in the morning, his radio.
It would be Home Alone 2, right?
Oh, yes,
New York is
Lost in New York.
Home Alone 2. So when you see Kevin in Home Alone 2, if you're familiar with the movie, and I know most people are, not everybody, but most people are, when he's in the store, it's the Duncan toy store, right?
Yes.
So he's in the Duncan toy store. He sees that there is a need. He's going to donate some money. He's talking to the owner of the store, not knowing it. And there's the conversation of, here, let me give you 2 turtle doves, and this is why. One's for you and one's for a friend, and it celebrates good friendship forever.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And so later on in the movie, at the end of the movie, before the bill comes for
Yeah.
all the stuff at the hotel, Kevin runs down to the young lady that's homeless, the pigeon lady, some people call her in the movie, and gives her the second turtle dove.
Because they've been there for each other while he's been lost in New York.
You can buy them now.
That's so cool.
Literally, the ones you see in the movie, they are on, I think, Amazon for $11. So people are buying these and giving their second turtle dove away.
Yeah, whether you're, into the movie or someone that you love is into the movie, that's one aspect of it, but also just honoring that friendship.
They're calling them the Home Alone 2 friendship doves.
Yeah.
Right? Friendship. Not turtle doves, but friendship
friendship
doves is what they're
doves.
calling it on Amazon. This is something like, this is an iconic movie for little old Scott.
Oh, yeah.
I love Home Alone. Home Alone 1 and 2. My son, Josh, he's 12. He and I have been watching these a lot lately. And I thought the same thing when we saw that movie. I thought, wouldn't it be neat to have turtle doves that you can buy, the Home Alone turtle doves? And now to see this being offered is kind of cool.
And I love that you mentioned Home Alone 1 and 2. Does anyone watch Home Alone 3?
No, absolutely
I don't
not.
think so
No.
either, but this is so cool. We watched it over the weekend.
I watch it
as
in
well.
reverse order. I like 2 better than 1, but they're both good.
Look, I do too, but I'm
I
gonna.
was surprised at how good 2 was, because you know how sequels can be kind of but 2 is actually just as good as 1.
That's
think.
my favorite out of the 2.
But at the same time, we have this conversation in my house after every time we watch this movie. These parents need some counseling or something.
Yeah, right?
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
It's your Christmas music station, Rob and Lizz in the morning, his radio. Got a great text from Ray at 800-447-7234. He's not a fan of Home Alone. He loves Die Hard, though, as a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know who hasn't seen Die Hard?
Oh, yeah. Guy. What?
Scott.
You got me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Never. I don't know. I've seen just a few minutes here and there, but I have never seen it from start to finish. And I keep saying, I got to watch Die Hard this year. I got to watch Die Hard this year. And I just never get around to it. So maybe this year.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's a 100% guy flick movie.
Yeah.
Not 100% because I like.
Well, Liz likes
I
it.
do, so maybe 99.9%.
But still, I mean, you don't want your small kids watching this one.
Absolutely not.
Right? It's not like Die Hard. Yeah, I want to see that movie. Let me get the kids around the TV and see it.
I know.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, we watched the edited version over the weekend because I couldn't save it.
That's what Liz does that. I like that she does that. It's like her thing is to find the edited versions.
And if I run across the one that's not, I'm like, oh, what in the
Right?
world?
Yeah.
It's okay, Scott, that you haven't watched Die Hard, I guess. There's an iconic movie I have never seen. It's White Christmas.
Isn't that crazy? She has not seen White
Well,
Christmas?
So I've seen bits and pieces of it, and I'm just not invested. And I don't know why, because I really like older movies, and it is very Christmassy. Obviously, it's
Check
at
out
White
this
Christmas.
text.
Oh, no. Sarah said the dancing in White Christmas is amazing.
Yeah,
I guess
is.
she's thinking, that alone I should watch it. And it's like Danny Kaye. I don't remember the women that are in it, but I think it's Fred Astaire.
Rosemary Clooney.
Clooney, that's
is
right.
in
But
it.
who's the other lady? Because there's 4.
Yeah.
Obviously, because they're dating.
Yeah, her friend.
Yeah, her friend. Starring
that
Bing
one.
Crosby, Danny Kaye, Rosemary Clooney, and other girl.
Vera Ellen.
You don't know. Who is that?
That's the other lady in the movie.
You don't know that.
I know that 100%.
Who is Vera Ellen?
She was a famous dancer. Someone said she had her legs insured for $1 million.
I would see that. And that's a lot of money back then.
You making that up? You don't know that.
He knows this.
Who
He saw
knows
the
Vera
movie.
Ellen?
One of
I
those
do.
random factoids in my brain.
Except for
I
her
read that
family, nobody
somewhere.
knows that.
Vera Ellen, yeah.
Vera Ellen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very famous dancer.
Y'all
back in
are
the day.
messing with me.
No, ma'am.
That is literally not her name.
Yes, it is.
I don't think so.
Wow.
Why do you doubt us?
We would
Because
not
she
pull your
was-
leg. I
she
mean,
was in. It's not insured, so you can.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
so Liz has never seen White Christmas.
No,
Right?
never.
And so she's asking, she goes, okay, who's in it? So there's Rosemary Clooney, George
Yes.
Clooney's aunt.
I knew
right?
that.
Danny Kaye, Bing Crosby,
Yes.
and then there was another lady, and we told her it was Vera Ellen.
Okay.
And then
whatever.
she's like, Scott, she doesn't believe.
I don't understand. How can you doubt us?
Well,
Come on,
I
Liz.
pride
We know these
myself
things.
on knowing. Not pride myself, but I know a lot of actors and actresses and who's in what.
She
and so
is a movie buff.
I am.
And I only know this because I've watched the movie forever and a day.
Well, okay. I have no idea, but Rachel said y'all are not messing with me. She texted 800-447-7234 and said, Rob and Scott are not messing with you. Vera Ellen played the White Christmas. She was a famous dancer and an actress. But okay. How famous was she?
Very famous.
I've never heard of her. And I know that sounds
Listen, here's a fact that
Gauche,
Scott
but-
knows about her in insurance.
Her legs insured for $1 million. Now, that doesn't sound like a whole lot today, but back then it was a lot.
A lot of
When you
money
said
back
that, I
then.
thought she was
right?
the original Geico.
No.
I didn't know why you were.
Okay, so people are starting to reminisce on the open mic of some Christmas movies. Here's a couple of open mics that came in from the My HISRadio app.
The best Christmas movie ever. I can just tell you, Cousin Eddie. That
Cousin
says it all.
Eddie. Oh, that's Christmas Vacation, isn't it? Cousin Eddie. Here's another open mic from the My HISRadio app.
Hi, Rob and Liz. This is Rachel. I love Home Alone because it brings back fond memories of my mom. Before she passed away, we would watch Home Alone 1 and 2 and just laugh and laugh. And it just makes me think of my mom. So that's probably one of my favorite movies besides Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
That is so sweet.
I love the memories. My daughter and I, we share Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and there's a line in it that's magic, feed corn, and we say that to each other like every single year. Somehow we work it in. We'll text it, the gif of it, or whatever. So sharing those memories over Christmas movies, you betcha.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
It happened to us. We had some of those Amazon packages taken right off the porch.
Oh, I hate that.
I know, right? Yeah, I mean, and you work so hard to get this stuff, and you're paying for it, and somebody else gets it. There was in Forsyth, Georgia, somebody was pulled over, and when the police pulled them over, in the back seat was all these boxes. Turns out he was one of the porch pirates in that neighborhood.
Oh, I'm so glad they got him.
He's only 20 years old and
Aw,
ripping off
man.
all this stuff
Oh, man.
right off of people's front porches.
And so much effort goes into, I feel like, being a porch pirate, because you've got to case neighborhoods and, do things like this. And then you're going to be on somebody's Ring camera. Look, I had something delivered to my house incorrectly. It was my neighbor's. And I went to put his package on his porch, but he had my package. But I opted not to get it because I knew somebody in the neighborhood was going to think I was a porch pirate. So I just left a note and I was like, this is my package. So when you get home, call me and I'll come and get it when you're home.
It was on his porch.
It was on his porch, but it was mine.
Why didn't you take it?
That's what I'm saying. Because I was not going to go.
Listen, you delivered his package to him.
I'm still
right?
saying, yes, I did.
There's nothing wrong with picking up yours. Your name's on it. It's
I
yours.
know my name's on it, but I didn't, there's some neighbors and they watch everything.
So?
And, Gladys will be calling.
Gladys can call whoever she wants. That was your box. You're okay to pick that up.
And I did
your
not call
neighbor
out a
probably thought, why didn't you just pick it up? You were here.
Well, I explained it. Like when he texted me or called me, I can't remember how that went down. But I said I did not pick mine up because I didn't want somebody to think I was a porch pirate.
But yet you walked on the porch and dropped a box off.
I did. I placed something there as though I was a delivery driver.
And
Did I
how'd
take
that-
a bottle of water? Maybe I did.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
Rob and Lizz in the morning, his radio.
So it's not necessarily going to happen this year if you are taking a flight, but it could possibly happen next year, and that's doing TSA on your own. You know, you can go into a restaurant and you can self-checkout. You can go into a grocery store and self-checkout. Now the TSA in Las Vegas is doing self-checkout for TSA.
Wait, self-checkout, or that
Yeah.
would be self-check-in?
Well, yes, but it basically works the same as self-checkout.
So you scan your own license or passport.
And your whole body and the whole thing. It's very odd.
You kind of do that now.
You walk through it on your own, but
Yeah.
there's people to tell you as requirements change. They're there to keep you up to date, because from one flight to the next, do I need to take my belt off? Do I need to take off
Well,
my
you don't
shoes?
need to do that one flight to the next. Once you're in the
Right, but
terminals. But
This is like checking into the Las Vegas airport. TSA, they're
So-
testing out self.
the TSA representative at the very front is out of the picture.
Yeah.
So you just put in your card, it scans it for you.
Yeah. And from what I understand, you put your arms up like you do when you go through and it
And there's
scans
no person
you.
standing there?
No, it's like little cubicles almost that you go through.
And then on your fingers?
That's cuticles.
Oh, okay.
No, but it's like little stations that the whole point of TSA it's security.
Yeah, keep
And
you safe.
I just feel like we could manipulate the machines. I don't like it.
Okay, well, then she has her opinion.
I do.
Scott has his opinion.
Always.
I just hope they're more efficient than the Walmart self-checkouts.
Right.
But there's still people at that.
Well, but there still will be people for this, just not at every single one. And somebody, from what I understand, like helping you through it. But if your machine goes on the blitz, and doesn't work, then you have to call that person over. So it's a thing.
That sounds like an interesting TSA.
It does sound. Will it save time? I think that
Yeah, that's
keep
my
us
thing. I hope it shortens lines
Right.
for the other,
keep us safe and save time.
Yeah.
I just don't know how it can do both.
Okay, well, we'll find out
But-
once they implement that across the country.
But Rob
And
is right.
keeping your cuticles nice and neat.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
It's Rob and Lizz in the morning. His radio.
Certainly going to be jam-packed when it comes to travel for the Christmas holiday. My word, and here my family's going to be doing it. Christmas Eve of all times. So we're going to get up. I'm going to encourage my wife and youngest son to get up at 3:30 a.m. so we can hit the roads.
Okay.
I'll be awake anyway,
Right,
because that's
but-
usually a time that I am wide awake. So I'll just pile them in the car and go, because by the time daylight hits, we're talking 115 million people, according to AAA.
That's almost a third of this country
Right?
is going to be traveling. I feel like your wife Amy is going to be able to do it. I don't know about teenager.
Oh, you just put them in the back seat, boom, out. Don't have to worry about
How do I
it
get in the car?
at all. But good night. That's a lot of people, which means delays at the airport. Got to get there early to get through TSA. And get up really super early to drive.
Oh no.
What?
We fly out on Saturday morning, and we were thinking about being there at 3 a.m. because our
What
flight.
time do you leave?
5.
I don't know if the airport will be open, depending upon which one you go to.
Well, maybe we'll just drive and sleep in the parking lot
You could.
to get ready.
Why not? You could. You could be there when the doors get wide open. Scott's the only smart one around here because he ain't going anywhere.
I'm here to help. I'm going to sit this one out. We did the Thanksgiving travels, so we're just going to park it at home this Christmas.
I thought you were dog sitting for us.
I don't know how the cats will feel about that, but sure.
Oh, don't worry. They're snackables.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
There's going to be, do you call it a bullet train? It's going to be
I
a
would
really
think so.
high-speed train.
Yeah.
That's going to get people from Atlanta to Augusta to Greenville to Charlotte and other places.
And
It's going to be nice.
Yeah.
And Greenville to Atlanta, right?
oh yeah. And very quickly, and you don't have to deal with traffic.
Right. Athens is in the mix, and you can get on a plane. It's either going to bring you to Charlotte or Atlanta, and for a hub if you don't have a direct flight.
Yeah, I don't know how much those. I've never been on an Amtrak train, never. So I don't know how much those cost. But is it going to be cheaper than the flight if you're
At
trying
least
to get to Atlanta?
$20.
Cheaper?
At least $20.
Oh, it'll cost at least
At
20.
least $20.
But I mean, so here's my thing. Now we've got another way because you can take a Greyhound bus, which I've never done that either. You can take a flight, you can drive your own car, and you can take an Amtrak.
But these trains are supposed to be really convenient because it's like you go to hubs, not like stops along the way.
Right. So you're not stopping every couple of minutes there's a bathroom break inside the train.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
Barbara was having some work done on her land about 15 years ago. She had a landscaper that came in, and the landscaper came up to Barbara and said, "That is a gorgeous tree that you have on your property. I think you ought to decorate that thing for Christmas." And it's a pecan tree. Normally, you don't see pecan trees decorated for Christmas.
True.
But she thought about it for a little while, and then her dad was kind of sick. She thought, you know what, that probably would brighten his day, and so she hired somebody. Said it cost a mint to have somebody come out and decorate that tree. Dad never got to see it because he passed away the night after it was decorated.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
But he loved Christmas. He loved, when she was little, he would take her to look at Christmas lights. And so ever since, it's been 15 years, she's kept it decorated ever since. And
Every day?
for
It
Christmas.
just for Christmas. Okay.
And it's absolutely stunning. The word has gotten out about this tree because it's gone viral. It's been on social. It's been on the news, And so people travel for hundreds of miles just to see this tree. Now, it's kind of alone on the landscape. There's no other trees around it.
So there's no other decorations up. It's
No.
just this
Just
tree.
the tree.
Brightly lit in the middle of a field.
Yeah, and it's in Texas. And I feel like when people are flying over, that this tree is something, if you're looking at the right time, just stands out.
I'm sure.
It is absolutely gorgeous, but she does it just to honor the memory of her daddy.
And it's all one color of lights,
It's
right?
just the white lights. It's the very Martha Stewart pecan tree.
That is so great. All in honor of Dad.
Yeah.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
There's some new flavors out at a place called Insomnia Cookies. Yeah, they have the cookies that are big as your head, just about, and they're delectable. They have some new flavors.
Only available at night?
Well, they do stay open later than most. I want to say that some of their locations, if not all of them, stay up to like 2 a.m. or something like that.
Okay, that makes sense.
And they like being in college towns, from what I understand. So, yeah, there you go. So they have, what I find weird is that they're just introducing their holiday flavors, their Christmas flavors, and Christmas is almost over.
So, okay, they're
Yeah.
Insomnia cookies. Yeah, they got Christmas flavors.
Yeah.
But do they keep you up at night? I mean, what's the goal of the cookie?
No, I think it's when you have insomnia, is their thinking, then you can run out and get you some cookies. They also deliver their cookies.
At 2 a.m.?
I think so.
Wow.
I know, right?
I think Scott's into that.
Probably. Who's not into that?
Yeah,
Just about.
day or night for cookies for me. The first thing I thought about for this was, are these like caffeinated cookies? Because I thought the same thing. Are they keeping you up like an energy drink cookie version?
No, not at all. They might have some caffeinated versions. I've never heard of that. But yeah, and they don't have melatonin in them, so they don't help you get to sleep.
That'd be a good idea, though.
I know, right? It
Yeah.
might be. So the new flavors, they've got a cannoli filled one. Yum. Yummy. Okay. They also have one called the solstice cookie. So today is the last full day of fall. Winter solstice comes in tomorrow at like 10:27 or something.
Okay.
So winter is almost officially here. And then they've got a new vegan cookie. I've never had a vegan anything cookie-wise, baked good.
That sounds interesting.
So it's so vegan, if I'm not mistaken, you don't have milk, you don't have eggs, you don't have butter, all of those things. So again, maybe why I've never tasted it. So, I'm just saying.
I would try it.
Oh, I would try it. It's a sweet potato version, and I like sweet potato flavored things.
Okay.
So yeah, but
So
they're
we'll see.
available now, which is kind of weird, kind of late in the game, if you ask me.